Welcome to A Closer Look. I'm your host, Linda Fontaine. I have my special guest that we have every couple of months here that we love having here, Becca Davis, the founder of 100 Plus Tri-Cities Women Who Care. Thank you for joining us today, Becca.
Thank you so much for having us, Linda. We're so excited that it's our 11th Big Give this month.
Can't believe it's the 11th. Wow, that's amazing. You guys have done a lot of good for our region. And for those that aren't familiar with what it is y'all do, what it's all about, please give us that information.
Sure. So 100 Plus Tri-Cities Women Who Care is a giving circle. And that means that we have a group of women who've all committed to donating a certain amount every 3 months. In our case, we have about 100 women who donate $100 every 3 months. And so that's $10,000 for a local charity 4 times a year. We do also have an option for teams. We know some people can't afford to give the whole 100, and so we allow 2 to 4 women to work together to make that $100 donation every quarter. So for as little as $25 every 3 months, you could be a philanthropist. And so it's just really exciting to see us work together and make a big impact in our community.
You guys do such a great job because, like you say, I could give $100 to, a charity, and that would be great. That'd be helpful. But when we all do it one time and you give them a check for $10,000, that makes such a big difference for them to be able to purchase something they need right away. That's awesome. Well, tell us about what's going on this time.
Sure. Well, we had hoped to finally be back together in person this month, but that Delta variant has set us all in a whirlwind here. So we're sticking with this virtual event, but that's okay. We will still raise the money no matter the format of the event. So the way it works is that our members get to nominate their favorite local nonprofit. And then we randomly selected 3 of them that we're going to hear from today. And they're going to share briefly about their organization, their mission, all the good work they do in our community, and how they would spend our $10,000 if they're selected. And then our members get to vote on which one is their favorite, and whichever one gets the most votes will be our recipient of our 11th Big Give. And all of our members are going to donate directly to that nonprofit. And it usually ends up being right around $10,000. But let me tell you, we really need some new members because, we've had some women who've moved out of the area and aren't participating anymore. Unfortunately, we've had a few members who've lost their jobs or have reduced income and either can't give at all or can't give as much. And so it's been getting harder for us to get to that $10,000. And so when we had in-person events, it was easier to bring guests in and share the information with more people, but we would still love to have more members joining us now, even when we're doing everything virtually. It's really easy to join. We have a really short membership form on our website. You can join by yourself or with up to 3 other friends. And as soon as you join, you're immediately eligible to nominate your favorite nonprofit to be considered for that $10,000 gift in a future quarter. And so we try to keep it really simple. It's quick, it's fast, and it's impactful. We know that people are busy, they don't have a lot of time, and it doesn't even take that many resources to participate. But it makes such a big difference for our nonprofits. Especially now, we know that the need is greater than ever before. And so our organizations are just serving so many different ways in our community and helping so many people, and they just really need our support. And for the 2 that aren't selected today, we still want to support them by sharing their message and getting the word out there about the amazing work that they're doing, because we never know if someone listening wants to volunteer to help them or to make an individual donation, or even possibly somebody listening could need their services and not be aware of what they offer to the community. So we're just really supportive of all the great work done by nonprofits locally, and we're excited to give a financial collective donation of $10,000 to one.
Well, when is the deadline? Give us these little numbers that we need.
Yeah. So the deadline to vote for this event is 8 p.m. next Monday, which is August 30th. And we're accepting new members all of the time. And if a new member joins before then, you can immediately vote. And then we'll be collecting donations for about 2 weeks after that. So once we announce the recipient, we'll share the instructions of how to donate directly to them. And it'll take about 2 weeks to get to that $10,000 goal.
And of course, then we'll have them on the show and we'll, educate everybody about what they're going to do with the money and everything like that. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
I'll do my part to share the message with people. If we could get people to invite people on Facebook and tell them a little bit about it, that'll be helpful too. We'll try to
Exactly.
do it that way.
Yeah, our Facebook page is just 100 plus Tri-Cities Women Who Care. There's lots of information there. It's really easy just to click share on a post and spread that message with others. Also, if you want to participate, but you're not quite ready to make that commitment to participate every quarter, we'd love people to participate just one time as a guest. And anyone's welcome to do that. Once we announce the recipient, you can just make a donation. And all you have to do is forward that receipt to us. And we'll include your gift in our total. We offer an online donation option, or you can write a check, you write it out to the charity and mail it to us so we can track it. And so we really have been relying on our guest donors the last couple of events to make sure that we meet that $10,000 goal. So there's a way for everybody to be involved, no matter what your interest level is.
Very good. Well, let's talk about the nonprofits that are up for the big give this time. You've got 3 very good ones and a couple I know about and one I'm not familiar with. So this would be good for us to learn about this, to educate. So teach us a little bit about them.
Sure. Well, it's always exciting for our leadership team when we draw the names. We use random.org to pick from the list. We had about 30 organizations nominated. And so this time, the 3 that came up are Kingsport Ballet, the River, and Washington County Animal Shelter. And so the Kingsport Ballet is probably familiar to a lot of you. They do great work, beautiful work. I know I took my daughter to see the Nutcracker there a couple of years ago, and she still talks about it. But I didn't realize all the great work that they do to provide scholarships and, clothing and ballet shoes and, things for people who can't afford it. I had no idea about all of that great work that they do in their outreach programs. You'll hear more about that. And then the River is actually an outreach, a ministry of First Presbyterian Church in Johnson City. They have a separate building downtown, separate finances, but they are affiliated with the church, and they provide such great help for women and children in need. Everything from a place to wash your clothes and get your mail, take a shower, free diapers, and a lot of really great services. So I know they help so many people in need. And then, of course, the Animal Shelter, hopefully everybody's heard of them. They do such great work, both taking care of animals that need to find homes and also helping to spay and neuter pets, just out in the community, stray animals to help, keep the numbers under control. So I can't wait to hear from all 3 of them to see what they're going to share with us about how they would use the funds. And, we've had such great recipients in the past. For anybody who's not familiar with our work and hasn't been following along, I'll mention that our last recipient was Families Free. We've supported Branch House, Shepherd's Inn, 1 Acre Cafe, Cherished Mom, Hope, which stands for Help Our Potential Evolve. There's Levi's Legacy, Seasons of Hope, and Isaiah 117. So I would hope that most people listening are familiar with at least one of those organizations because they're all doing incredible work in our community. And so we're just glad to have this opportunity to share the news about how people can get involved.
Well, very good. So the next half of the show, we're going to have the 3 people talking about the 3 organizations. So let's talk one more time about how people can join.
Yeah, it's real easy. You go to our website. It's tricitieswomenwhocare.com. And our membership form is on there. You can just fill it out. After you join, you get the option to nominate your favorite local nonprofit if you'd like. And if you join before 8 p.m. on Monday, August 30th, you will get to vote in our 11th Big Give and help make the decision about who's going to get our funds. And also, if you're not ready to join, or you're not a woman and still want to participate, we welcome guest donors. And so you can give a donation in any amount to the recipient after we announce who they are next week. And you can just make that donation directly to them online and forward your receipt to us at tricitieswomenwhocare@gmail.com, or you can write a check and mail it to us. We'll have all that information on our website. Anyone who does that, whether or not they're a member, will include their gift in our total. And we really need the help of new members and of guests to meet that $10,000 gift. And I also wanted to mention that our gift has been stretching further lately because we work with a foundation that actually adds an additional 50%. They match half of our donations. And so they've been giving $5,000 every quarter. Sometimes it goes to the same recipient that we choose. They have their own giving guidelines. So sometimes our initial recipient doesn't meet their guidelines, and then they'll fund one of the other two organizations that presents.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
That's really good news. So let me go over this again. So your Facebook page is at 100 plus Tri-Cities Women Who Care.
Yes, that's correct.
Website is tricitieswomenwhocare.com.
Yep,
okay.
That's right.
tricitieswomenwhocare@gmail.com for anybody who's got questions. If they just Google 100 plus Tri-Cities Women Who Care, you know, all that stuff comes up. It's easy.
It will.
Stuff. Yeah.
We're also on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're on LinkedIn. You can find us on all your social media channels.
Yeah,
so
that's fabulous.
Yeah, easy to find. We have about 125 women participating right now, but we really do need more people joining so that we can continue to make a big impact in our community.
Fantastic. Becca, thank you so much for coming on, telling us and educating us once again about this fantastic organizations. I can't wait to talk to these 3 recipients so we can all do this giving and make a difference in one of these charities. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Linda. And let me thank Abingdon Olive Oil Company. They're our sponsor for this event. So thanks.
They're fantastic. They absolutely are. Okay, so coming up next, we've got the recipients. Don't go away.